Hello everyone, how good of you to join. Welcome back, take a cup of coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy as we continue with our London ruling, I guess. Now, one thing that is pretty clear and that is happening right now is that lots of fresh blood is coming into politics, right? We got lots of open positions there. And as we can see here, we have the sole saying we are the only ones who can actually vote for these people, and that is just perfect because we are casting our vote, of course, on people that like us already. There's also the council guardian, for example. So once again, Leanne and Carrie can have a say in here, and we can decide once again who should get the position. Like Tanya, for example, she looks good to us. And then we got the informer, that is going to be Mary because she's an ally of us and she also loves us a lot, where we can say that. So we actually rule London at this point. It's completely ours. Like, we can say whoever should go into these positions, we have the majority of voting there, right? So we are the only ones who actually say and decide who gets these offices there. Really cool. So a long-term plan finally has come to completion. London belongs to us. There's no way around that anymore. The only thing that still doesn't belong to us is the sovereign title or the sovereign position, that, for example, can say that playing music should be illegal. And of course, that is something that we absolutely want to get rid of, because right now playing music is illegal. Isn't that amazing? That is probably part of the reason why my music shop is gone by now, right? And playing a game of dice is also illegal. Boy, Yennefer really is not one for fun, right? She doesn't want fun in this world, and we need to overthrow her. So that is our call to action here. That's why what we tell the people if they should vote for us. Making music legal again. Very important. Also, I think changing the city law extortion was successful. So what we can do now here is extort money again, right? It's legal, as we can see. And of course, we're going to use this. So we're going to say automated production for my guards. And they should be going for that now. Some of them are still standing guard. Oh, wait a second. Let's do this differently. Let's actually make it a manual production, and we are saying them directly what they should be doing, right? Waiting for work. Extorting money is the path here.
Immediately. I was bored anyway.
Waiting for work. Is there no one to extort right now? Looped production. Patrolling. Waiting for work. Patrolling. What is going on? Why do they not want to extort?
Someone recently joined your guild.
There it is. Extort money. We would have to go then to these places here and extort it, right? So some of them actually will go for it. These warehouses there. Is it a manual action that we need to do every time? I hope not. Let's make it automated and just see how it goes. Ronald here though is going for extortion, so let's just see how it goes for him.
The leader of another dynasty has died.
And he's going in here now and standing guard, of course. That's it, right? Yeah, he's extorting the warehouse now. The protection money, we call it. And once this is done, we should be getting a bit of a sum out of it if it's successful. There it is, and protected. This city is now, or this building is now protected and belongs to us. Request a trade, an alliance here with Lillian Earnshaw. She just wants an alliance, nothing else. And of the Earnshaw dynasty that does like us. Let's go ahead with this. And also Herbert got voted into office. Yes, fresh blood. They're all going to be my minions at this point. The Garrison is not doing any extortion though. So the automated production is only going for guards, unfortunately, it seems. I was hoping for that, though. Alright, since that is not working out for my Garrison, I'm not going to get rid of the Garrison, though, right? It's way too important for that. We're going to put it on manual once again, and I'm going to tell my people to guard my buildings, right? That's the only thing that really makes sense to me here. Guard the building, and one of them is guarding the hospital, right? So that there's no more break-ins and stuff like that. Richard, for example, is definitely guarding my smithy because I think that's going to be quite valuable. right? And then Evelyn, he's guarding my inn here, the Lumpy Liquid. I think there's some break-ins again and again. And then we got Ronald. Is that all? No, there's still 2. Ronald, he's also guarding. He's going to guard my poultry parlor over there. And then we got, last but not least, Rupert. And Rupert is going to guard my library in full sentence, because there's also been break-ins into this building here in that central city of London here, central market, central area, right? And the guard should be here then soon and standing guard to this building here, so that no one tries any dirty stuff anymore. We need to check once again if there's any application open on a position that we are in, but there's none at the moment, so we are completely safe. And let's also go for my dynasty there real quick. So we got Lorelei, she's 4, but we still cannot do anything with them, right? Sending them to school or something like that is not going to work out. And then I would like to continue once again with these long distance trips overseas. So let's send Lorena on that, and I think we could also send Clara on that, right? Because she is Olean or Clara. No, let's make it Carrick actually. Oh no, Bull, they're working on my shop, right? I can't do that. My wife though, it's a risky business, but we are not in for the baby making at the moment anyway. Let's send her on the trip. Oh, alright, I do need to send her on a long distance journey. The trip already has been used, so those 2 need to be used. So both of them are going now for the time being. They don't have any real daily business there. There's only the informer coming up, and we're going to say Vivian most likely is going to get the position there, because she likes us there too. Right, I only want to see green bars here now in the politics, please. Nothing else.
Anything wrong? Certainly.
Now, in the last episode, we've opened up a long-distance trade route that was to Bruges. And in that case here, we could check then if there is any real products in here that we could use. Unfortunately, Bruges doesn't have amber or brocade, or Brugge, or Brugge as it's called in German actually. So I don't know how you pronounce this one right now. And in that case here, nothing really of interest. I mean, for three long years I've tried to get the long distance route. We got one, and then it's completely pointless and useless to us, unfortunately. That's that. Verdicts decided, so lots of bad things happening once again. We can also once again decide for Dominic here, for example, and we also have who's that? Sebastian, who would like to go for this. Yeah, of course. If I say yes as a mayor, the treasurer, then also the city legate says yes. So all of us are all in for that, right? City legate is on a journey right now. That is Lorena. Now we have this whole sovereign business that I would like to care for. The only way how we can get to the sovereign title is if we wait for her to die. She's 38, so it's very unlikely that she will die. I would need to kill her. That is my go-to here. Killing her, right? So I do need to have a smaller army ready for that. And in that case, we already have Bernard. And Bernard is the henchman that we are going to equip now with more stuff. I could probably get more henchmen though, right? I would like to have a second henchman. Beatrice. Oh, that name is really common these days. And yeah, Beatrice is working on that too. And then I might actually get us a third henchman, because we can afford that. And that is Eric. And Eric we're also going to put to the market to equip him properly. Also, since we are a baron... Oh, the gate guard. Wait a second. Reginald, there you go. I am allowing you that position. And since I'm a baron, we can also go ahead now and building us a mansion. I wanted that for a long time now. And we can afford that. Let's just find a suitable one with little towers perhaps. So this one here is looking cute. Noblesse obliged. Or noblesse obliges. And let's just find us a good position. This would be possible here in the city center. We could also find us on the city, on the edges of the inner city. Of course, we want to stay with the city of London, right? Just where we belong to. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to work. There's room though. That would have been perfect. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen yet. This is really full here. There's nothing I can build anymore. Nowhere. Ah! Up there it is. But that's not a very good location. I'm not going for this. Ha ha ha. Yes. In the inner city once again. Let's go ahead and build this dimension right here in the core city. That's going to be our major home now. Noblesse oblige. Very good. So that's coming up now to my new home. And then we got my guards here. So we're going to need to equip them with every kind of good thing, like a nice plate armor. Right? They're also going to get some good swords. A long sword should do the trick just fine. I think that's the best one that we have there. Yeah, one of them, let's give them a handgun. Like Beatrice gets this one. There you go. And I think we could also go ahead with some special items. So the leather gloves definitely gives them some armor. But the bone bracelet, that's another armor. And they don't really need... Oh, bone bracelet they cannot equip. Poison, nope. Then I would like to go with the trinkets mostly. So also here we should get something that gives them a good advantage in combat. Right, if that's possible. Reputation bonuses we get, the Dark Talisman, Resistance. Herb Bandages, Grindstone. That's +1 for the defense there.
Someone recently joined your guild.
Luxury items perhaps. Doesn't seem to be really the case. Perception, that's good for combat. So let's give the Argus glasses to at least 2 of them. Right. And the grease paint, the silver chain. Nah. Ah, yeah, there it is. For a bit of strength there here for the belt. Right, we can definitely give this to all our henchmen there. Yeah, it's looking good, right? So they are properly equipped now, my army. We can use them then. And there it also is, my mansion. Holy moly, what a beautiful big building right here in the city center. And let's have a look inside. It should look proper. Ah, yes it is. We got a long table. Perfect. Huge rooms, left and right. This is a proper home now for Lord. That we are. Alright, also for Valkis, let's get over here. And for Lian, who very unsuccessfully returned from the long distance journey. Let's get both of them here to the market because I've got some stuff to do with them. And I think that's it though, right? So Lorena is still on the journey there. Those 2 are working. And the children are still, well, at school and stuff like that. So nothing we can do with them. But my 2 main characters, we can equip them with a few things. So Valkis still has this grindstone. Let's get rid of that. And instead give him a money bag. So this gives me +2% ability to gain influence. Let's put it on there, please. And then we have the ruby stuff instead of the sword that gives me +7% ability to gain influence. We need to push more influence. So that would be Valkis here, right? And with that, I can do now a couple of things. First of all, we can continue oiling the wheels of bureaucracy. That's pretty expensive, but it's a guaranteed success. So let's do this for 42,000. Right, that's half my money. It's really expensive at this point. And then we have Leanne, who's still on the way to the market. Right, with, I guess she's opening up the Olympic Games in the medieval times. She's trying that at least. Run for it. Lit the fire. Alright, Valkis meanwhile is doing that. So yeah, we're seeing a nice increase here of 1100 influence instead of the only 800 base influence that you get out of that. And the other thing is we can put him into the mansion now. So Valkis is going to work in the mansion directly now. And he is basically going around and boasting, not the public relations, right? So he's doing this now only because every time this action is successful, we do get a bit of influence, and I need more influence. So they really have to do something proper now, and that is the public relations. Let's just follow him and see where he goes. He goes out to the villages. Mayor position, we need to apply there again, so this always costs us a bit. On top of everything. And if this is successful, we get 14 influence out of that, right? And he's doing this non-stop. And Leanne should do the same thing. So we want to have a steady stream of influence now in. Leanne gets also... First of all, why does Leanne have bucket of water and iron ore? Sell this. He gets the ruby staff. He gets the bag of money. And I think for clothing there was something that increases the ability, the garb of arrogance. Right. So Leanne is also properly equipped now. Looking absolutely fine and beautiful, really. That is a proper wife here. And let's get Leanne also working at the mansion. Righto. And she's also going now for the public relations. So both of them are doing that now all day. And it's not only giving them experience points, but it's giving us especially juicy influence, right? I'm not going to choose the dialogue now. I think it's going to automatically do this. And since both of them are very charismatic persons, especially Valkis, this should be successful quite often. And with that, we have that steady stream. I do need, as I said, around 14,000 influence if I want to become a sovereign, right? So once we have that, 14 to 15,000, we're going to kill Sean. Jennifer. I hope it's working. Or she dies before that. No idea. And it had to happen at some point. Lorena Delaney died age 43, so that was the mother. Unfortunately, that was the city legate, so this position is open now, and Leanne or Carrick will have to fill it. Probably Leanne then, who is of course my wife. We can get another one in though, so Clara. Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate because we got lots of influence from Lorene, and in that case we have 10,000 influence, but it should be fine, right? So Clara is doing that now too. I mean, we could actually push Clara into the mansion now as well, as she's in the inner core of the family. She might also help us on the public relation there. Nah, I think we're good with that, right? With the influence. And that means that the first generation of the Delaneys is completely gone now. Right, Valken and the mother. Life's changing, but we already have the third generation ready for action soon. By the way, we can send them to school, of course. She can now go to school. And Colbert should also be able to go to school. We can send him to the court of the monarch. Let's do this for the 30,000. Why can I not do this with her, though? Strange. Alright, but... yeah. He's going out to court. That's another 3,000 once that is successful. Nominations are up again, so City Legate is now Clara Delaney, so we are of course going to vote for her, and captain is available too, so Carrick is going to be a captain. That's a bit more influence and income per round. That should help us out there as well. Let's just have a look. So we have the Arsenal Master, the Office of the Arsenal Master, Leanne. Candidate. City Legate though, it should be. Why is it Arsenal Master? Clara. Treasurer. Why is... that is the wrong name here. Arsenal Master. But this office, Leanne. But Leanne is Arsenal Master already. She... oh yeah, she applied for that, of course. Oh no! That is my mistake. I'm sorry. Clara was here. Leanne, of course, is going for this. Right? So that's the vote here. So she has to go for the City Legate there. That's Leanne now. That's working out, right? And then we got the... so for this position here, Joseph will get the vote. It's a bit complicated now with so many positions there. Leanne is going to be the City Council, and the captain is going to be Carrick, and of course, who has the say in that? So that's completely working fine. There's a building in critical condition. That is my stature. Why is that the case? For 4,000 we can repair it. Let's do this. It's being repaired now. Right away. Even though that was expensive. Alright, we're still doing the public relation thing. I could then probably oil the wheels once more for the 42,000. I think I'm going to do this. Let's put the money into the city. Anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else coming up. That's looking good. And very good, candidate was successful, so once again we have now the tier 1 tree completely under our control here, so mayor, city legate and treasurer. That only leaves me with really the sovereign now. That would be my highest goal. She's 41, looking good as ever unfortunately, so we will need to, yeah, reinforce her departure from this world. It is now, I'm going to wait for the next day, so there's that safety here, right, so that we can completely profit from all the influence that comes in with the offices. And since I have the coin, bribing an official could work, or I have 12,000 influence, a bit more would be nice to have, right? We have the monarch, that is still a bit away. Can I send my second? Yes, I can send my second son also to the monarch now. And yeah, Lorelei still can go to school only where she is sitting around, so that's that. Nothing else that we can do in this case here. Oh, and I think also captain. Yes, Carrick is now a captain. How very nice as well. Welcome, Carrick, to the inner cycle, the inner circle. And that's it, right? There's no one else that we can apply now. All 4 of my family members are in here, profiting for the dynasty of Delaney. And we have say, or we can decide who gets into these positions and all. That also means that we could, for example, get out all the other dynasties, right? And only get no names into these positions there. That's probably one of my goals. Alliance doesn't matter that much then to me. Aaron is in here. He's the only one though, unfortunately. So he's going to be voted into that office, as I can't really do anything else then in that case.